Hi everyone, Pocono Prepper here, and welcome to the Pocono fireside chat. I decided to make a series of videos on what I learned about Sandy. Hurricane Sandy turned out to be a blessing in many ways. Not only did we not suffer much damage, but I was able to put to task the things that I learned and saved and prepared for, and then evaluate and see if I needed to make any changes. What would I do differently? And I came up with 6 things that I noticed or became aware of. Number one, and the big number one thing is, if you think it can't happen to you, it can. Now, when I started prepping because I firmly believed that we were heading into an economic collapse. I don't like the way our country is going. I don't like the way the politics are. I don't like how the European Union financial situation is, and I see us coming into this huge world financial collapse. And I foresee major problems. Now, that's my opinion. Everybody preps for a different reason. Everybody has a different viewpoint. But I never thought that when I started prepping that I would be prepping because of a hurricane and a power outage. I'm living in the Pocono Mountains all 57 years of my life. And when we had a power outage, from the time we were little until now, it was always a matter of a few hours. You know, the lights would go out, you'd get the candles, you'd sit around the table, you'd play a game of fish. And after a few games, the lights came back on, and everybody went, "Oh, that's no fair. It was fun by candlelight." And you blew the candles out, and you went on with your business. We never really lost our power, and we never really had to go without for any length of time because of where we live. Now, in the 1972, there was Agnes, and I remember that flood very well. I was 16 at the time. And I helped with the flood. I was able to help with the rescuers down there because at 16 I had quite a few years under my belt of restaurant work, and so I was able to man the food distribution and the coffee making and all that kind of stuff, and I was good at it, even though I was young. So I understood what the people went through during that, but I didn't go through it. I lived on the mountain, not in the valley by a river. So when they said about the Hurricane Sandy coming through, I thought, yeah, okay. And I figured it would come and it would go and we wouldn't be bothered by it. I was very surprised, though, to find out that here we lost our power for roughly, I guess, about 48 hours. But it took up 3 days. It was the evening of one day, the full day the next, and 3/4 of the day the following day. We got our power back late last night. So I really never thought that a hurricane would bother us here. I never thought we would be without power. And I got to thinking that, you know what, that's the whole purpose behind prepping, is to be prepared for the unexpected. No matter what you think you're preparing for, you're actually preparing for the what if. And I'm here to say that if you think it can't happen, it can. And if you think it'll never happen to you, it will. It's just a matter of the timing of it, when. Now, yours might not be a hurricane. It could be a job loss. It could be, the crash of Wall Street and all your assets are gone. It could be any number of things that sends your family into a spiral. But when you're prepared, you don't have that stress added on top of it. So I was very, very grateful that Hurricane Sandy came along, because it opened my eyes that the reason behind the prepping is much greater or much more than what I thought. So I hope you all do well with your prepping and reevaluate what you have and what you're going to need. And I hope these next few videos kind of help you out, even if it's just to reaffirm what you've been thinking all along. So as always, I hope you have a great day.